Dining out in the new normal can be quite challenging. There are a number of safety protocols to ensure social distancing is observed properly.
That's right, Paolo. Now, actually it's one seat apart for most restaurants, but there's a place out there that also provides more privacy and exclusivity. Now, take a look at this. This is the so-called vubble pods at the Hilton Manila. And lucky for us, we do have from Resorts World Manila, its Chief Operating Officer, Stephen Riley. Good morning, Stephen. Thank you so much for joining us. And wow, bubble pods, who would ever think they're actually becoming a thing right now because of their unique concept. You've had them for, about 3 weeks or over. How's the response been?
Well, thank you, Christine, Paolo. Thank you for having me on the show. CNN's one of my favorites, so I'm happy to be here. But yes, we have the vubble. Now, that's a very, very strange word. People are going to say, what is a vubble? Well, vubble is a bubble. It's a bit like an igloo, as you're showing on your screen right now. And we realized during the pandemic, we're going to have to open and do something a little bit different to meet the market needs, whether it be domestic or international. And so we decided that we're going to create this enclosed, private dining experience or an intimate getaway where you can actually be inside your own space, of course, very hygienic, quite unique. And it will be serviced by our luxury brands. So the Sheraton Hotel, the Hilton Hotel. You decide on a menu. You want to have an intimate setting. Don't forget, we're going to have Valentine's coming up very, very soon. So what a perfect location, situated right next to the Vega swimming pool. So when we add Vega and we add bubble, we come up with vubble. And so it's a new concept to Manila and something very, very exciting.
It is quite a unique experience, and we're seeing videos on screen right now. I'm actually curious. I'm looking forward to trying it. What can people expect when they dine in these vubble pods? I mean, is it air conditioned? Is it fresh air coming in? I mean, you've got sort of an al fresco feel, but at the same time, it seems very intimate and very cozy.
It is intimate and very, very cozy. Of course, Manila is always warm, day and night, so it's air conditioned, but it's also ventilated from the top. So you do have that fresh air experience, but you also have the experience of it being enclosed and private. But it can be used during the day by families who want to play with their children, cool down for a little while, maybe have some light drinks from the Hilton bar or other. Or in the evening, you can go full a la carte, cocktails, and have an evening of entertainment like no other.
Okay, now a lot of questions for you, of course. For one would be the safety protocols being implemented as of this now. And Paolo said he did want to check it out. So I got to stand in line there. Is there actually a limit as to how long customers can stay in your bubble?
No, there's no limit, actually. The minimum we normally have for dining is about 3 hours. So that gives you plenty of time. Whether you take the 3 hours or not, that's entirely up to you. So no limitation there. You can actually rent them for the day completely. Actually, over the Christmas period and New Year, many guests who were checking into the Hilton or to the Sheraton Hotel, they saw the bubble while they were checking in and said, that looks quite unique. How do I get in there? So they decided to dine on the spot. And of course, the feedback was great. Now, if you ask me about safety protocols, of course, that's top of mind to everybody right now. Being international brands, Hilton and the Sheraton, who are actually running these bubbles for us, of course, they have their international standards. So that's something that the general public should not worry about. They are sanitized constantly and kept clean. So there are international standards for sure.
Stephen, just how many vubble pods are available? At Hilton specifically, but you said there are a number of options aside from the Hilton. How many of these bubbles have you got in operation?
We actually have 6. And they're actually set up for different settings. You can have an extension of the spa facility at the Sheraton, for example. So if you want to sit by the pool and have a pedicure, why not? Sit in the comfort of the air conditioning, watch your children swimming, and still have your own little private space. Or, as I mentioned, have the dining in the evening. Use them for the whole day.
Okay, you have 6 bubble pods right there. Now, I guess I would assume we would need to make reservations.
Well, one for you, one for me, one for Andre, one for Mike.
So would reservations be needed? Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Reservations would be required. You can contact the Hilton Manila or the Sheraton Manila to make reservations. Of course, with some festive periods coming up, Chinese New Year, and of course, Valentine's, they're going to be booked quite quickly. So I'd suggest that people get on the telephones quite quick if they wish to make a reservation. But of course, they're open 7 days a week. So even at the weekend, staycation's a very, very big thing in Manila. Staycation's a bigger thing right now. Of course, with the pandemic, people can't travel. So they're available at weekends. So by all means, come back to Resorts World, come and see the Grand Wing, come and see the Vega Pool, and have a experience.
Looking forward to having a vubble good time. We'll check it out. Like we said, we'll make our reservations. Thank you so much, Stephen, for joining us this morning here on New Day. Now, that was Stephen Riley, COO of Resorts World Manila.